guys, GT here, and I am back for a new video, which has probably seemed like a long time since my last one. I did one about a month ago or so, and recently I've just been very busy, and I've been going on holiday and stuff like that, and I haven't really had time to do a video. So I have missed a lot of Formula 1 news with Formula 1 action and everything else like that. So I'm just going to really set a new bar. And I'm really, this video, as you've probably seen by the title, is going to be about how Formula 1 can be improved. I've already talked about this in a few other videos, but obviously as I've been off, there's been a lot more stories about what they're going to change for 2016, 2017, what the future holds for Formula 1, or is Formula 1 in a crisis? That's what Bernie Ecclestone was saying, that maybe Formula 1 needs revamping again, because, and obviously with all this going on, they're saying, well, if you change everything in Formula 1, the rules, that means you've made a mistake once we went to V6s and slower cars and things like the hybrids. So I'm just going to give a rundown of my opinion of what you could probably improve everything about Formula 1 really. And a lot will probably agree with me on this. Some of them might, some of them you might, some of them you won't. But the most common one that everyone wants is a faster car. A better engine, in fact. There has been talks about making the engine louder for 2016. Obviously keeping the V6 1.6 litre in there. They're going to try and make it louder for 2016. I don't know how they're going to do that. If you remember back in 2014, I think it was at the Silverstone test, the mid-season test, they put like a megaphone on the back of the engine and try and make it sound louder, which unfortunately didn't work. So I don't know how they're going to do it this time. But maybe they've revised the situation and maybe they've found a solution where they can make the engine louder. I really hope that is the case, but really I think what fans want is a faster car, not a louder engine, if you know what I mean. We want fast and loud. We don't want slow and loud, because that's not really going to go well down, is it? Because obviously back in the day when you had V10s, V12s, they were screaming, they were fast. Then as times went on, when we all went down to V8s, that was acceptable. Again, they were probably slower cars, but they were still loud. It was still Formula 1. But when we went down to V6s, there was a lot quieter than what we were expecting, if I'm honest with you. I remember watching a Ted Kravitz program he did. I think it was on one of his last shows of the 2013 season, where he said what the engine might sound like, and it was nothing like what they sound like now. It was proper, like, it was louder, but it was just, it was like, oh man, really, Ted, like, you got it wrong there, mate, sorry. But yeah, I think what we want is a faster car. We want a V8 back, or as they were discussing for 2017, they want a V6 1,000 horsepower engine, which I hope that does work. Obviously, will make the car faster, but will it make the car louder? Because here's a question for everyone watching here. Formula 1 fans, right? Would you have a faster car, but a quieter engine, or a louder engine but a slower car? Because that's pretty much, that's what it sounds like what could happen. As a quieter engine, faster car, louder engine, slower car. That's pretty much the direction it seems to be going in, and that could be a little bit of a negative in my eyes. But let us know in the comments below. Also, or maybe inboxes on my Facebook page, Formula JT. Go and like us there. And give us your opinions there if you've seen this video. Another thing that you could improve about Formula 1 is, again, refueling. They have discussed this. They are going to bring it back for 2017. This will make racing more exciting. Now, it did in, obviously, before 2009 and all the way along that, because it was refueling. You can go out on a faster pace. You can, and also, as James Button said, if you make a mistake on one strategy, you can also switch to another one, and that could work just as well as the first one. So that is a positive there, but again, a negative is the cost. Now, it is quite expensive to ship fuel here, there, and everywhere, and of course, if they are going to have bigger engines, which means they're going to need more fuel. So, and obviously with all these electronic components, maybe they could work out a way where they could use fuel and electric at the same time, because that's what cars seem to have these days, half hybrid, half petrol and diesel or whatever. So maybe this could work in a way where they could try and find a cheaper way, but a more economical way to try and make these two gel together, so that we're happy, the fans are happy, F1 drivers are happy, the FIA is happy. So maybe this could work, but again, I don't know what the future holds for that. I do hope that is the case, and I hope that they do come up with a brilliant solution. Another thing that hasn't really been discussed, I think they should introduce a way where all the teams have the same engine by the same manufacturer, because everyone has the same tyres, don't they? Pirelli, they had Bridgestone, Michelin, Goodyear back in the 80s. They had all these the same tyres. Now, if we do sort of a similar thing with engines, so say like Mercedes might say sign a 5-year deal to supply with all the engines, then say Renault might do a 6-year deal, then I know who else does them? Cosworth, I don't know, Lotus as well perhaps. So maybe all of these, Ferrari as well, I forgot about Ferrari, they could do one. So all of these could like have the same engine, so that means we're not having a dominant car all the time. Then whoever comes first will obviously be either the better driver or better strategy, or whoever had the better race, better tyres, who say the tyres better, who say the fuel better, who controlled the car well. So really, really having that discussion of, Mercedes is dominating, Red Bull's dominating, Ferrari's dominating. That could work in a way, but again, cost, that would be quite expensive to get all the same. Like Mercedes, they'll want quite a bit for all the engines to supply with all of them with. It'll be cheap for the team, but also it'll be getting quite expensive to probably ship them around, try and make them. Any repairs, again, back straight into there, it'll cost Mercedes quite a bit of money, so obviously they'll charge higher rate. They'll charge the FIA a lot of money, so really that might not work, but that would be a clever idea. But so yeah, if you know any more ideas of how you can make F1 a better sport, a better way for everyone, then leave your opinions in the comments below. I know a lot of you will probably say go back to what it was in the 70s, 80s, 90s, where racing was dangerous. Obviously, we do like to see loads of crashes, but again, we don't want to see any deaths. So hopefully we can go back to there, but obviously less deaths, well, no deaths in fact. So yeah. Also, thank you very much for watching. It has been a long time since the last video. As like I said, videos will be returning again during the course of the week. JT's Final Lap will be back tomorrow, so I'll probably post on my Facebook page what I'm going to talk about. I don't really know yet, but I'll probably think of something we can all talk about. Then obviously I'll give you your opinion, then I'll read it out in my video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in my next video.